Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another video in regards to my model railway collection here. It's been a while since I've spoken to you or shown you any of my progress or changes or what have you on my model railway. I wanted to let you know that in this video I've taken a new twist on things, and I'll explain it all to you in just a few seconds, bit by bit here. Now this is a new twist, but I am still going to stick with regular HO trains from various North American railroads. Actually, as an example, I recently acquired this, the brand new Proto 2000 Santa Fe GP60, and this is of course in the regular war bonnet Santa Fe paint scheme. These might be the last locomotives to linger around on BNSF in this paint scheme, and they've actually been renumbered a couple of times. They're no longer 4000s, but they still wear their Santa Fe colors. But the big part of this video is that as of this year, 2015, I have started to get into and start collecting a little bit at a time some Marklin HO products now. Now a lot of you out there are thinking, say, why are you getting into Marklin? You know, it's a German company. It's not part of my theme as usual, but I wanted to explain to all of you guys out there that the reason why I'm doing this is to get this locomotive running here. It's not in the box right now. It's actually out right now. It's this model, I didn't even pay any money for it. It was actually given to me by the son of a family friend who passed away many years ago, and who was very big into the Marklin HO stuff. And one day in late 2011, and 2011 was quite a while ago, the son allowed me to take a locomotive of my choice, and I ended up picking up this Marklin product. It's a BR52, a 210 steam locomotive. I thought at first it was painted in the German Federal Railways paint scheme, but this one's actually painted in the Austrian colors. And I did have a lot of exposure to Marklin many years ago when I used to visit his house, because he used to be my grandparents' neighbor for many, many years, and I did have a little bit of an attachment here, and now a decade and a half later I've decided to get into Marklin myself. So I'll just show you here very quickly of what I've gotten into here and what I've collected. Hang on. So if we now turn the bag around here, I just want to show you what I've gotten over the past little while. I've not only managed to get the track here. This is a box of 10 pieces, Marklin C-Track. They're just over 14 inches in length. I had to get that, and here's some boxes of Marklin wagons I've also purchased, and here's some Curve C-Track, R5. I decided to go with C-Track because it is their newest and greatest thing. I've already emptied out all of the boxes here, and these were more boxes of some freight cars or wagons that I've managed to get. I even got an extra locomotive here, and this is the box that the controller came from. I had to go to two different stores, the only stores in the eastern half of this country that sell Marklin. And if we go over here, this is what I've gotten so far. Excuse the clutter of rolling stock of the Sioux line and the other boxcars and cars in the background, but I've managed to not only acquire a large amount of track, about just over 30 feet, I've also acquired the BR52 that was given to me by the son of my friend that had passed away, is in the background. I don't have it on the track right now, of course, but I managed to acquire this very, very nice BR89, I believe. Actually, the BR81 is bigger, but I got this nice little engine at a very good price. I got it from West End Trains in the western part of Toronto, pretty much on the borderline between Toronto and Mississauga, to be honest. And also the controller as well. Everything else, with the exception of the large BR52, now it still runs amazingly, it ran right out of the box, even though it had been in storage for, believe it or not, 19 years, and it is a digital locomotive too, which is a big bonus there. I acquired the two box vans or box cars, and they're painted in German Federal Railways, as well as the two flat cars and their loads, all four wagons, and the track I purchased from John's Hobbies in Toronto. And the freight cars are a little bit expensive. You'll have to mind me here because I keep bouncing back referring to them as wagons or freight cars. They are a little expensive. Some of them are over $50, while other ones are between $25 to $36. And the track I ended up getting all from him as well, and that was about 200 and, oh, I would say about 215. It was $315 just for the track, the amount of track I got in the freight cars. And I was thinking of getting another locomotive back from John's store, but at a price of $400 for a BR92 steam locomotive, I said thanks but no thanks, and ended up going to the other store, which is West End Trains, and getting this nice little 060 BR89 for only $110 plus tax, which is a lot better than paying $400. And over here, I'll show you really quickly. I'm not using a lot of editing today, but here's the Marklin controller, the only one that works here. Let me get it here for you on a better angle here. I usually plug it into the Monster cable power bar you see a little bit of in the background, just for filtering and filtering the electricity and protection purposes, just to make sure everything runs as good as it can. Believe it or not, the controller, I'm going to be keeping the box for it. This is the Marklin 6646 controller. It's the only controller that they make that that's a current product that is safe to use in North America. This was actually the hardest part to get. I waited almost 3 weeks to get my hands on one, and I ended up having to go down to West End to get one of these, and they're not cheap at $139.99 plus tax. So, and the older one, I was actually backing up a little bit. I was thinking of getting one of the older blue Marklin controllers, but they recommend not to use them because of the electric pulses and spikes that might damage the newer locomotives that have the MFX decoders that come with them and sound. But the older locomotives that have the Delta in it, the older blue controllers are fine because the Delta systems and the dip switches are pretty much bulletproof. But I wasn't going to chance it and get an older one. Even though those are almost as hard to find these days, I decided to get this newer one, and so which would be a lot safer to use. And so this is all that I have right now, is this allotment of track and these trains to get me going here. And just hang on for a minute. I'll be right back with you one more time. So I'm back again. Sorry about the little edit there, but I just want to show you what I do here. I'll get the train running here for you just to show you what it's looking like right now. So I just turn on the Monster power bar here for protection. Of course, quickly plug that in. Get the controller up. To go into reverse, I go to the left beyond the 0 here, but I'll crank her up, and I usually go up to no more than 200 on this. And there we go. Actually, I should crank her up here. As you can see, I got her running around with a short little freight. She's doing really well. She pulls like a tank. That's a very nice little tank engine indeed. Got my other stuff here in the background, but looking around here, it's just over about 30 feet of track that goes around the entire room. There's the controller again. have it set at almost 200 of 250. There's the train again. So it's a simple setup. Hope to get some more stuff in the future, because I'm actually quite impressed with the product and the quality control and the robustness of Marklin, if that's a good way to put it. There's the BR52. Let's get that running here right now, because I don't want to leave it on the carpet for too long. Okay, so let's just swap out the locomotives very quickly, because I know some of you probably would like to see the larger 210 BR52 operating instead of this little BR89 operating all the time. So the couplers are a little bit tricky to work with here. And there's the contact right there on the bottom to make contact with the third rail, because Marklin runs on 3-rail AC rather than the usual, let me back it up, 2-rail DC, so it is different, as well as the couplers are different. These ones lock in fairly well, or very well, but here's the BR52. She looks very proud. And this one is, of course, painted in the Austrian state railways, not German federal railways. It doesn't have any smoke deflectors on it, but I prefer it did have the deflectors on it, but I can't do anything about that. And it also has the tender cabin right there, because you can also see the handrails on the back. You zoom there. There's the tender cabin right there. So let's get her going right now. Can't believe it, after almost 20 years in storage and not being used for probably at least 16 to 20 years, she's running again and runs like she's brand new. And it was a very nice gesture that the son made to me. So thank you, Paul, if you're ever watching this video. But anyway, guys, just to wrap up this video, of course, thank you for watching this video. I wanted to show you a fairly brief but somewhat detailed overview as to what I've been doing in this different step that I've been taking getting into Marklin 3-rail HO scale stuff, breaking away just for a little while from the stuff that I normally buy, but I'll continue to buy North American stuff like Dash 9s, AC 4400s, SD 9043 Max, and SD 40s, and the usual stuff that I see over here in North America. But I've also going to be branching out from time to time into this new world here, the Marklin world. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good one. Take care. Bye.